happy to be back with you guys. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for another couples edition. Woo! Yeah. And we bring you greetings from We Desire God Ministries. If we've never had the pleasure of meeting before, my name is Danisha, and this handsome gentleman is my husband, my life partner, Steve.
What's up?
So we're excited to be with you guys again, and we get ready to jump right into it. So this edition, we are going to talk about, are you compatible or not? And we're going to talk about, the power of agreement.
Yeah.
To really try to help us understand what it means to be compatible. And, you see so many married couples. I mean, people that have been married for years, either in your family or, someone, in the industry or even in the kingdom that's been married for years. And then, they divorce, they break up. And, it just leaves you wondering, what the problem was. And, of course, the problems vary. But a lot of times you find that even though they thought they were compatible in the beginning of the relationship, that as time went on, they really weren't in agreement in a lot of areas and in the important areas.
Yeah.
And the scripture says in Amos, how can two walk together except they agree?
Yes.
And if you're walking with somebody, if we're hand in hand,
Yeah.
and we're walking, but you trying to go this way and I'm trying to go that way, we never going to reach our destination.
We gonna go the same way.
We got to be going the same way. We got to flow together, right? And and sometimes that's what happens in relationships. That's what happens in marriage. You start off, it looks like you're going in the same direction, but as time goes on, there's a split, there's a divide. And so that started me to think, well, how do you know if you're really compatible? And of course, I had to let my mind reflect and reminisce, on our journey together. And the end of this month, that's okay, celebrate it. It's a blessing.
Celebrate. Oh, that's
Time, come on.
Celebrate. No.
But at the end of the month, we are going to be celebrating.
Yes.
We're going
20 years.
Coming up on our 20-year wedding anniversary at the end of this month. And so, I just started to think about our journey, the journey with this wonderful human being right here.
Oh. She's making me blanks. Oh.
And one of the first things, that came out of this reflection is the way that we were, compatible in our moral values.
Yeah.
And that's very important. Your morals is that foundation of what you believe is right or wrong. Yeah. What you feel is inappropriate in a relationship, what you feel is appropriate. So you have to be on the same page when it comes to your morals, your values. That's something that you cannot compromise on. And even in the kingdom, I gotta say, women, it is really a shocker when I know you sold out for God, and then you get linked up with a man who is not on that path. How can you be in agreement if they don't even have a relationship with God? Doesn't mean that that's a bad guy, but your morals and your values are not going to be in sync. And I can testify, before I met my husband, I was not in sync when I was dating. Now you behave over there. Let me tell my story.
Yes. Tell your story, baby.
But even though I only dated a handful of guys, I wasn't like a serial dater. But I did not choose well, and the problem always ended up that our morals didn't align. One of the things that was important to me, I wanted to be a virgin when I got married. Bless God, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Now this relationship, we were able to keep that commitment, and I'm grateful that we were able to keep that commitment.
Yeah.
But what allowed me to do it in this relationship where I couldn't do it in others, because in the other relationship that was not their value. That was not important to them. They weren't thinking about trying to keep themselves before marriage.
No.
So I always end up compromising. And I got sick and tired of compromising who I was. And when I met my husband, it was so refreshing to know that he was not out to just sleep with me. It was just refreshing that that was off the table.
Yeah.
Now, after almost 20 years, we both tell this story differently. Now, my version is the truth, ladies. Y'all know.
No, it ain't. Fellas, it's me. It's me.
My version is the truth. Now, as you get closer, you know that the icing on the cake is to be intimate. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So, we remain pure, but toward the end of the journey, it got hard. And
Yeah.
it got hard. But I always say he kind of had tempted me that day. Now he say he didn't. He had his little muscle shirt, with the little muscles showing and everything.
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, he did that. And I had the restraint of the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. It allowed me to break free of those arms and those muscles.
Oh my God.
And we was able to remain pure. But
Yeah.
the bottom line was that was his moral value as well. That's something that was important to him. He wanted to remain pure until we were married. So you have to make sure that you both are in agreement as far as what's important to you, your moral values, your standard. Now I know he might tell another virgin.
Yes.
Here we go.
But the first thing that we have as fellas need to know that we are physical beings. And your attractions comes first. Now, is we've been taught to run game on a woman.
Oh no.
Yes. And before I can save, and let me say that before I met Danisha.
Before me.
Yeah.
Danisha.
But I had a game. But he became a minister. I wanted to do everything that way the Lord wanted me to. So if you are a Christian, that you have to learn balance with your attraction. You need to be physically attracted to the woman, because normally, I respect it. Yeah, I say.
What you about to say?
Where nobody wants an unattractive woman.
Oh, they don't want, right. But the
Yeah.
attraction for the man
Yes.
varies what they're attracted to.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Some looking big, some looking small, and some looking in between.
There it is.
And so, anyway. But the balance is she compatible with me? Okay. When I met Danisha, the first thing was I have to be honest about myself. I'm who I am. There's no excuses. When she finally said yes.
What, said yes to God on a date with you?
What?
Is that what you're saying?
What?
When I finally said yes to God on a date with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, boy, it was hard. You hear me? I mean, I was throwing my egg game in and like no to mama. Woo, boy. If it wasn't for he said he was her father.
Shout out to
Chuck.
Chuck.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Chuck, shoot. But anyway, I told him where we were going. We were going to church. We were going to the midnight musicals that DC used to have on the town. And then when we got there, I said, okay, she will see me in my element. Because once we got in there, all those I knew she was there, my focus was on my relationship, my intimate relationship with God. So when we got in there and started worshiping, it was me and God.
Yeah.
And Danisha was on the side, but it was me and God. Now, I have to say, I thank him, but I was worshiping. I said, "Ooh, thank you, Lord, for the for giving me this fine woman."
Oh, that's stupid.
But it was a conversation between me and God. Now, also had well, I think that's it.
Okay, that's it for now.
Well,
Now you're gonna come back. You got some more. These ready to come out.
no, that's pretty much it. The thing is being like the right game because the only focusing on the
Got you.
physical
Okay.
attraction.
Yeah.
But you have to have balance. But you attracted, see, or you need to know if she's compatible. That how fine she is and what she should do in the bedroom. And that's not the most important thing, especially if we trying to get married. And that's all it does. After the years go by, and some people lose interest or what they got now. Attraction has to be balanced. Physical I can't do it. It is physical attraction and compatibility. And now I'm finished.
Now, okay. That's good. That's good. The other thing that I thought about that's really important, and I believe it was one of the things that have really kept us together was our purpose being in alignment.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people make the mistake of partnering with someone who's not in alignment with who God called them to be. It's like being married. If your spouse is a doctor and you want him or her to be at home every night or every evening at 5 p.m., well, doctors work 12 or 16-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work. The person that is your life partner, they have to be able to be in alignment with your purpose.
Yeah.
Or else you're not going to get the support you need. And then when you don't get the support you need, you don't feel validated. Sometimes you look outside of the relationship to get the validation that you want, to get the attention that you want. So that's what I'm grateful about our relationship. Our purpose is in alignment. And purpose doesn't mean that you and your partner are doing the exact same thing in the world.
Yeah.
But it means that you both, your vision is the same. Your vision lines up.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm grateful for with our relationship. We both have a purpose that's in alignment with God's will. Every marriage has an assignment on it. So when your partner gets on your nerve, or, it happens sometimes. Y'all know I don't get on your nerve that much though. I don't think.
You don't. No, you don't, baby.
That's right. That's the right answer. But I know if Mike, I get on his nerve probably a little bit sometimes. And you know he get on my nerves sometimes too. But at the end of the day,
At the end of the day,
I think about our assignment, what our assignment is, and I believe our marriage is called to be an example, of in the kingdom. I believe we have a purpose,
yeah,
and so when you think about the bigger picture, it's the glue that keeps you together. Even
yeah,
if you're thinking about separating or going your own way, you think about the bigger picture, which is the mission, which is your purpose. And when you have the right person that aligns with your purpose, then they're going to be able to give you the support that you need, whatever that is. For me, I know one of the main things I'm called to is prayer and intercession. And a lot of times I fast. And when I go on extended fasts, the Bible say that the only time
yeah,
that as a husband and wife that you shouldn't come together is those times of fasting.
yeah.
Now listen, you got to have a partner who understands that. Now, as much as my husband, we enjoy being intimate with each other.
Oh. when he said that, as a oh, yeah. As oh,
You know
yeah.
what? See, come on back. But no, as much as we enjoy that, my husband understands my purpose.
Yeah.
So if he didn't understand my purpose, and I try to go on a fast and talk about, well, hey, for these next couple of weeks, we're not going to be together, that's going to cause a problem. But he can support me because he is in alignment with my purpose.
Yeah.
And same for him. I know there's time where he has to dedicate to, studying the word, spending time with God. And so I know that that's a time that even if I have an issue with him, that's not the time to come to him and bring my issue or whatever the case is, because I understand that his purpose is bigger than my little issue.
Yeah.
And so that's really important.
Harder the issue.
My little issue. Yeah. But so that's one thing that I want people to really remember. Ask God. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it looks like it's right, but only God knows man's heart.
Yeah.
So especially ladies, because sometimes we fall hard fast. So if you're not sure, ask God. Ask God to reveal what's in this person's heart. Ask God, is this the person that you're called to support their vision, their mission, and is this the person that can support you in your mission and in your purpose?
Yeah. Now, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but these three things I want to dwell in every mind's head. Once you know how to have balance, you also have to be humble, listen, and be honest. Okay, I know I say that in the last couple of lessons, but is the foundation of you getting a good movement or keeping a good movement. Okay, so you have to be humble. Guys, Jesus says, "He that exalts himself shall be humble, but he that humble himself shall be exalted." Being humble allows you to listen. See, if you full of pride, you don't ever want to listen to the woman. You just want to get off the chest what you want to get off your chest. But to be humble, you listen. Okay? And plus, you got to be honest. If I'm going to be honest with Denisha, we couldn't have had a strong relationship. Now, yeah. Now, we and Denisha, the second date that we had, I was going to the Walmart. And I call them and say, yeah, come talk and wine with me. Now, I had a purpose, and that purpose was to see where she was, to see what her principles or morals was. Okay, that was very important to me. So we having to share each other, and come to find out we have the same principles and morals. And I always set uh 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 well what do I want to say? I want to say scenery.
An atmosphere.
Yeah, that thing. An atmosphere where I would ask her certain questions. I made her think.
Yes, you did.
Because if she got in the habit of thinking, her response will also make me think. And I thought what she said, and she thought what I said, and we did that for 8 months until shoot, look, you not over there, you hammer here.
Yes, over here.
Now this girl, she was about to go to Bible study.
About to go get the word.
Yeah, but man, she looked so fine. I said, "Ooh, God, oh my God, I need the help." I'm a man like God, woo, and Sassy Steve, woo. He want to do his thing. That's it for me. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and you made me think you were really asking a lot of good questions. I had never experienced that before. That's because I wasn't with my purpose partner.
Yeah.
But you were asking things like, how do you feel about submission? I remember that. I remember you asking those type of questions, And I'm glad because that's how you find out. A lot of things come out if you're being honest.
Yeah.
And responding and digging and finding out, what your potential partner, if you're not married, what they feel about certain things.
Yeah.
So that when you come to the hard crossroads in life, when you're in alignment, when you're in agreement about the big things, your purpose, your values, your relationship can be successful.
Kids. That's a big one.
That is
a big one.
Now look,
before you even step on there to say I do, you need to find out whether she wants kids or how many.
Yeah, that's true. And remember, and the thing about it, and let me say this piece too, because even though you're in alignment about these things, it doesn't mean that you're still not going to agree on some things. Because even though we both wanted kids, when we first got married, my husband is 6 years older than me. So he was ready immediately, to have kids. And I was like...
And after the honeymoon...
Right. He could have had a honeymoon baby, as they say.
Yeah.
But I was like, babe, I think we should wait at least a year. Let's get to know each other in this marriage, and let's enjoy being married.
Man.
And even though what he really desired he was ready. Yeah. We both came into agreement with, waiting at least a year to have kids.
And I tell you what, that was the first year.
Yeah, because when kids come, kids change things. Your schedule change. You be tired. You had all this energy before, and things change. So just because you in alignment doesn't mean you're going to agree on everything. But when the big picture is you're in agreement, then you can come to those compromises and you can work through it.
And sometimes you feel so strongly, and she might feel strongly about something.
Yeah.
So the thing for you to do is agree to disagree.
Yes.
So
That's right.
you will go to bed mad or angry with each other because that respects her, her perspective and your perspective.
Yeah, that's true. And I remember one of our challenges was raising these boys when they were young, and that was a huge challenge. Even though our morals were the same,
Yeah.
In the beginning, like my husband was a more tough, and that was really hard on me. And then, yeah, he was tough.
Boy, yeah.
Ooh, sometimes I'd be like, Jesus, I don't know now. I don't know. But but then on my side, I had to learn, as God was developing him, how to allow him to take authority when he needed to. Because my dad in my household growing up, he wasn't a disciplinarian. So I didn't really see what that looked like. But again, when your mission and the big picture lines up, you're able to submit and even work through that process. And we were able to work through that. But it was tough. It was tough.
Yeah. But fellas, your woman will be able to submit to you if you are respectful and if you listen, be humble,
Yeah.
and be honest, and be patient. A woman, her mind is different from mine, and we see go talking. Sometimes we go what, but just be patient and listen. It might take me a week or two before I understood what she said. I said, what was that girl saying?
Yeah, I done forgot all about the conversation. Did he come back saying, you know what? This, that, and the third. And I done,
She
I done moved on.
She done moved on. But it took me 2 weeks to everything fully understand what she said. But that must me investing in her perspective. I wanted to know her perspective so I can manage, maneuver, and navigate myself for our relationship. Oh yeah, I knew the vision in my message. Oh,
Yeah, I appreciate you for that too. It really has been a blessing to our marriage and our relationship. So I appreciate it.
we love it. We each other.
We do. We love
And we
each other,
still
but
together.
We still together. We done had some trying times.
Yeah.
But at the end of it all, our purpose, our vision, our mission, it lines up. The most important thing, it lines up with the will of God.
Yeah.
And so that's the glue that holds us together. So I think we're gonna end it on that note. We're gonna let that marinate with y'all. Hope something we shared blessed you. Hope something we shared can help you. And please share the video, subscribe to our ministry. If you want to find more about our ministry, or if you want to catch up on some other videos that we've done, you could go to our website at wedesiregodministries.com. You can go to our website, and we're also on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook at WDG Ministries, and you can join our group and share your experiences with us. Give us some feedback and let us know if how this is helping you in any way. And you can find us on Instagram at WDG Ministries. WDG Ministries. That stands for We Desire God Ministries. So we love you. You got anything else to say? Okay. We love y'all. Until the next time.
Peace.